welcome everybody. Like, welcome to Food for Your Soul with Aquarian Soul. This is the only show on tag currently that focuses on discovering nostalgia through conversation about comfort food. And I appreciate y'all for being here. This is season one, episode one, and I am your boy Aquarian Soul. I appreciate y'all coming here. First and foremost, let me let y'all know that is my great pleasure and honor to bring this show to you guys. It's been in my mind for quite a little while. I've been doing this for a little bit. So now actually really bringing it to fruition is just such a really beautiful thing. Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you. First thing first, I want to make sure that we go over some of the weekly content because if you haven't noticed, my emoji is the eagle. You know what I'm saying? It stands for we fly high over everything that looks to destroy us. That symbol right next to it, that yellow and green shield, that is the shield of the scouts. That is my tag, family. We are out here crazy all over the place. Let me tell you a few of the things that we got going on. You see that green and yellow shield anywhere in the comment section, anywhere on people's names, make sure you fave them. Let me make sure we have my guests. Nah, you good, you good. Make sure you have the guests come up to the box, please. All right. We're about to start the show, everybody. And we're about to get into some of this conversation. Feel free to give your opinions, give your thoughts in the comment section. I definitely want to see that. So we're gonna first bring up here. I'm not even gonna say nothing more. We're just gonna let her introduce herself. Casper CEO.
Thank you for the introduction. Hey y'all, hey y'all, it's Suzie B, aka Big Bag Harley, the founder and creator of all things Big Bag Productions. Make sure you save and follow me over on Instagram so we can get busy, okay? Sure. I'm in for a couple shows. You can catch me Monday. I'm in for Top Bash Banks, the Manifesto with Banks, and then every Friday with the Breakfast Club with Top Bash Lolo, Top Bash Castler, Zip Block, and L the Drug, okay? Yeah, so get at me so we can get
Let's
stuff
go.
popping.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So the way that we're going to play this out today is we're going to start with Harley. Then after we ask her a few questions and get to know her a little bit, we're going to drop her down. We're going to bring up Adorn. And then we're going to talk to her a little bit the same way. We're going to bring both our ladies up and have a little more thorough discussion with all of us. So first and foremost, I want to appreciate you for being here. Big Bag Harley, Miss Susie B. You know, like,
Hey.
so this conversation is about comfort. And
Mm-hmm.
comfort food. First off, I want to know what do you define comfort as? Drea, Ruby.
Something that feels good to the soul. That's pretty much what comfort is.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so let me ask you this: what is a food that brings you the biggest feeling of nostalgia for you? Something that makes you reminds you of something long gone or days past.
I don't know. Well, I guess fried catfish do that for me. My granddad and them when we was young used to host pod parties and they be frying fish. My church used to do fish fries and stuff. So fried catfish really holds a sort of nostalgic element to it, and it's one of my favorites. You never go
Okay,
wrong with the
okay.
catfish.
So, how long ago would you think it was the first time that you kind of developed that feeling for just oh, I want some catfish, oh, I want some catfish, and it's still there to this day?
Mm, that's kind of hard to say. I'm Southern, so catfish is here. It's everywhere. It's around. I don't know, but it's probably fairly early. My mom was really good about opening our palates up early so that we could be able to be in different settings. She always knew she was intuitive in that way to know y'all have to be prepared to be in spaces you're not in yet. And the only way you're gonna get that is for me to prepare you for that. So she kind of used food to do that. She would always bring some home, be like, y'all eat this, or y'all try this without telling us what it was. Let us fuck it up, excuse my French, and then tell us after, oh, okay, that was squid, that was calamari. Don't tell me you ain't never ate nothing because I probably cooked with it. So, that fish probably, she gave that to me early. And that's just something I stuck to. I like a good meaty fish fried with hot sauce.
Sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm hungry right now. I'm gonna need that because I recently just tried what was that, catfish and spaghetti, and
Yeah, that's a classic staple down where I'm from. That's a meal. Most people, I lived in Ohio for a little while, and they consider spaghetti an entree on its own, and then they're gonna try to give you some salad and some bread. Okay, number one, mix my spaghetti up. I need it mixed together. No, number two, where's the fish or the chicken? But you come down to Memphis, like where I'm from originally, that's what it comes with. Fried catfish, especially like in our churches, we would give that. That was a whole plate. You give catfish, spaghetti, slaw, some bread, and a piece of cake. Like that's the meal. The fish and spaghetti together is your entree, not just the spaghetti.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all
So
eat wrong if you just eat spaghetti yourself.
so you said
I'm so sorry.
no, no, you good. I love this. I love this. This is making me think of other things that I want to talk to you about as far as this as well before we go into other things. So like, all right, so you say that catfish, fried catfish is the thing that gives you the most nostalgia. And as we talk about a little bit more, you talk about the spaghetti being a part of it and a staple of it, like right? So have you what is it like if you ever encounter catfish and spaghetti outside of Memphis, where you're from, like right? Like is it ever the same? Does that bring you the same feeling? Is it just the catfish in general, or is it like it's got to be from home?
Yeah, low key, that's one of the things that gotta be from home. Cause when I go places, I am gonna look for soul food. I'm not gonna cap to you. Like I'm finna go to the hood. That's where I'm trying to go. Anybody tell you like, cause that's where the good food at. So if I manage to come across it, sure, I'm apt to try it. But the thing is, everybody makes their spaghetti different, and I don't trust everybody's spaghetti. If you do a restaurant and you got pictures, I'm looking at it. What your pictures look like? Because if it's too much sauce, I can tell your noodles overdone. I'm not eating it. I'm just gonna give me some French fries, keep it at that. But if it look good, your little soul food spot got some reviews, okay, we might have to try you out. But I kind of feel like my thing is I'm slightly biased because I'm like, is it really Memphis? Is it really keeping up with Memphis?
So hold on,
I don't know how that even just
hold
came up
on.
on this show right now, friend. I really don't.
I gotta bring that back. So you can look at a picture and tell if the noodles is overcooked.
Yeah, I can. But again, I tell you that like my food and love for food, my aptitude for being in the kitchen come from my mama. Like growing up Southern, my brother tell you, my mama let us watch a free channel, and Food Network was one of them. All day, every day, consistently watching Food Network. So you learn kind of a lot from seeing the same material presented in different ways from different chefs.
Right.
You into that environment, you start picking up things. So yes, I can look at your old pictures and tell your noodles overdone. I can look at your pictures and tell your noodles undercooked. Hell, I can look at my pictures. Be like, you know what? It tasted good, but your noodles, you could have did better. You could have did that. Weren't your best, Harley. So not to be judgmental, at least not out loud.
So okay. So understanding that like over time, right? Over time has a way of changing things for us, right? Whether it's our thoughts, our opinions, or even our palates, right? Would you say that there's anything currently now that you feel for yourself, like anything outside of catfish and spaghetti that may not be of Memphis? Let's say you're somewhere else, you've traveled some other places. Is there anything that brings you comfort in your modern day?
Yeah, I kind of have different foods now for different places. If I go back to Puerto Rico, because I've been before, I want street food, the tacos, the rice, the environment. Like I don't really want to be at the restaurant. It's so much more better outside at the food truck. I absolutely love Vegas. Okay, seafood central. Hello, fried, broiled, baked. I don't care. And something sweet. They usually have something sweet for me. I got a sweet tooth, so I like that. So like I said again, that kind of all just branches back to how I grew up. My palate is eclectic because my mom trained me to be that way. So depending on where I'm at, what I'm craving, I will get different foods. I love beef patties. Hello, they trying to get me on curry goat. I don't know about that, but give me some Jamaican beef patties, some plantains, some red beans and rice. If I'm with the Puerto Ricans, it's food. It's up with me. I'm at the buffet now. I bet you are. I bet you are. So yeah, it's different foods at this point. Depending on where I am, what environment I'm in, I can adapt. I got a favorite somewhere everywhere.
Love that. Love that. Well, this is the part where I'm going to ask you to drop down and I'm going to bring up a drawing here in a second. But I definitely appreciate this portion, having this much of a conversation with you. Could have let me finish my sentence, but okay. So again, welcome, everybody to Food for Your Soul, with Aquarian Soul. This is currently the only show on tag that is going to be focusing on discovering nostalgia through conversation about comfort food. Like, I'm so glad to have you all here, like with me. This is season one, episode one, and it's definitely my pleasure to have you guys here. Can I have Adorn come up to the box now, beautiful? Like.
Hi.
All right, hey. So go ahead. Look at the. Okay, then got the chopsticks in the hair. Got you, big on so. So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Let us know who you are.
Well, I'm Adorn. I'm also a fellow Scouts member, Scouts in the Room. I used to stream, but now I am back. Casper, I am back. All right, so my streaming time is Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays from 6 p.m. to 10. Or you could catch me Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday from, I would say, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Um, Look out for my show called Pillow Talk. I'm still thinking about it. It's basically going to be like a AKA what women want that men don't know, get into your mind a bit. But at the later time when we're all just up thinking because we can't go to sleep. So it's going to be Pillow Talk. And thank you for having me.
Okay, this week is going down. Like Adorn is back, everybody. She is back, and she coming with a show. She ain't coming empty-handed. Let's go. All right. So let me ask you this. So let's start here with the same pace, right? What does comfort mean to you?
Comfort means good, warm, hearty, savory food that just makes me just want to sit there and just think about all the good times, as a child, or think about the first smile that my mom had with my dad, and just the things that I don't really feel anymore that's here.
Got you. Understood. That's what a beautiful response. Thank you so very much for that. Like, so so with that being said, right? What is the food that gives you the biggest feeling of nostalgia? Like, right, when you eat that, you just immediately sift back to days past. We say like people that are maybe gone, like things that you just don't feel anymore. What would that be?
I would say chicken and dumplings.
Ooh, chicken and dumplings. Tell me a little bit more about. Tell me a little bit more about that.
My mom and my aunt were very close. My aunt did pass. So, my mom is still cooking chicken and dumplings. Her and my aunt both made it, to their liking. They both had their twist to it. But that's definitely my comfort food because of the gravy. Any food with gravy, that's the food that gets me. It sticks to my ribs. Actually feel it coat my stomach. Like I need that gravy. And chicken and dumplings, mm-mm. I could have some of that right now.
That sounds. Ooh. So, all right. So it originates from home.
Yes.
So when you travel out and you go over the other places, like same way I asked Harley, like right, is it the same when you is it just do you get that feeling just anywhere? Or there's like is there anywhere that you do get it from versus other places that you go to?
That I can only get from home because at home, we cook with love, and outside is like they just cook it, to make a dollar, get it out, But at home is best at home. I don't really feel like it tastes the same. More so, it's watery, and I like it thick. I like the gravy thick,
Okay.
and my mama knows it, and my aunt knows it. But the people outside don't know it. They make it to how they think you may like it, or they just make it just to make it.
Okay. Chicken don't be right sometimes. Ooh, 2 cents there. Ooh.
Right, and the
So
chicken don't be right, undercooked, under
okay.
165.
Ooh. Okay, then let's talk about them degrees right now. Like, okay. So all right, so is it the chicken don't always be good, the sauce be too thin sometimes. So would this be something that you would say is an ingredient problem that it doesn't match up to what you're used to from home? Like, and the other part to that I would ask is, what do you think made your mom's just so good? Was it just because she's your mom, or did she have like some sort of background with the things that she cooked?
Because of her background, my mom is Irish
Okay.
and my father is Dominican. So my mom kind of has like some, cabbage, turkey wings, chicken and dumpling, like a mix of southern in her too. So the way she makes it is hearty. So the people outside, they may not make it hearty. Like 2 cents said about why you putting cutlets. You're supposed to use the whole chicken, like the drumstick, the wing, the thigh, put it all in there with the chicken and dumplings. Like, we need a hearty meal. We don't need no cutlets. Now you're gonna stick to your ribs.
Hey, pop your work. I love this. This is such a dope. I love this. I love this. So, okay. So before we bring Harley back up, and then we kind of break into a more, deeper conversation with all of us together. So time has a way of changing things, right? Thoughts, ideas, and even our palates. So, is there anything currently outside of chicken and dumplings, which more so gives you that past nostalgic feeling? Is there anything currently that is like right now, it just brings you to a really good place when you eat it?
Pasta. I love pasta. Maybe it's the Irish in me, Dominican, I don't know, but I love pasta. Because with pasta, you could basically make it your own. You could add whatever to it, and it's still gonna be good. And then the whole ingredients and everything. And I just love with the knife, especially if the knife is sharp. I love chopping up them scallions, like putting in that cilantro. Like you could basically make it either if you want it to be like a southern dish or you want it to be like a Dominican dish. It's all about your taste palette. But with pasta, it's very versatile.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so pasta any form, it doesn't matter like which format it comes in, whether it be like rigatoni, linguine, fettuccine,
All
regular.
of them. I love bow tie. I love fettuccine. I love what's the other one? The squirrely ones. I forgot what their names are. But yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
As long as it's the gravy part. That's what it is. I told you I love gravy. It's the gravy part. The Alfredo sauce. It could be tomato sauce. It could be mushroom. It's all gravy.
Ooh, okay. I love
Yes,
that.
rotini.
Rotini. Oh yeah, rotini is good. Depending on what you're doing it with. The only thing that I do not like is when you have someone that takes penne noodles
Hmm.
and tries to make macaroni and cheese with penne noodles. Please never in life try to make my macaroni and cheese with penne noodles. Like, no,
That
no,
part.
no. Like, we good.
At
Everything
that
else
part,
outside
it's
of
a
that,
ziti. At that part, ain't it? Like it's not macaroni no more. It's a ziti.
it's a macaroni bake. That's what it is.
Yeah.
This is no longer mac and cheese. This is the mac bake. Like what? Like, come on. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna drop you down for a few minutes, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna bring you and Harley back up here. I think I like the way this. Oh, she was waiting. Oh, you was actually waiting for me to drop it. My bad. You actually waited. So I'm sorry. I had PTSD from the last person that just said, "Yeah, out of here." You know what I'm saying? Like my bad. Oops. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome again, like everybody, to Food for Your Soul with Aquarian Soul. Currently, right now, this is the only show on tag that focuses on discovering nostalgia through conversation about comfort food. Like Nas, we got our resident alien here, our favorite alien. You understand, like, right? So at this point, I just want to kind of like answer a few of these questions myself and just kind of like take what we were just talking about so far and just, put that in perspective for me. Um, I looked up the actual definition of comfort food, like, right? So, comfort food is food that's prepared in traditional style, usually having a nostalgia or sentimental appeal to it, right? So, for me, honestly feel like one of the things that reminds me the most of days gone by is something real simple is like, I would say it had to be meatloaf and mashed potatoes and gravy with some really good thick gravy, right? For me, I don't know, it's just something like after a long day going to school, stuff like that. Mom used to always love making that, like, right? That's back when we put ketchup on top of there. I don't know, some people would be doing it a little different. They tell me I'm not supposed to, or tell me I can. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you yo, it was the way that she put it together. It was just with love. The entire thing was made with love. It was good every single time I had the chance to like, yeah, put ketchup on mine, put ketchup on the meat as it's cooking, you know what I'm saying? So it got that little thick red little layer of red on top of it. That's how I remember. If your meatloaf don't look like that, it look weird to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I be getting this meatloaf and it ain't got the little red, I'm like, what is this? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't made with that love, like it's different. And the mashed potatoes is always handmade. You know what I'm saying? Like she took time to mash everything together. Like, you know what I'm saying? You sometimes you'll have a little piece of the skin in there. I don't know about y'all, but when I hate my mashed potatoes and taste a little bit of skin, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some people don't like it. They complain about it. I hear you. That's fine. But in my house, I shall serve the homemade. You know what I'm saying? Okay, too far? Too far? Maybe. All right. Let's go ahead and get our two guests. Go ahead and request the box while I answer the next question, just so I can have you guys ready. So right now, currently, salmon has really taken over my life in this modern day. Like Norwegian salmon, whatever type of salmon it is, however you make it, I don't know. It's just something about salmon that is really. However, we know that we're not supposed to eat it every single day because the fish itself does have mercury in it, so we want to make sure that we don't poison ourselves by eating way too much. But my God, like I made salmon Alfredo like a few weeks ago, bro, lit. Like, oh my God, like I always go get me some honey grilled salmon. That is amazing. Like it's so like, but I think about like nowadays. I don't know. I never used to eat salmon at all. Like whiting was like my go-to fish. D, welcome to the stream. Twin, welcome to the stream. How y'all doing? I'm doing my show right now, so just go ahead and tap in. But so like whiting was always my go-to fish, honestly. Catfish was good to me, but perch is all right, cod is cool, like, but I used to always go with a good whiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, it was never anything wrong with it. People I was talking about salmon this, salmon that, and I was like, I don't know if I want to try that. Like, but I tried it. My God, like it was game over. Like, you like shark? Ooh, we might have to talk about that a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, find out more about what you're talking about there. Trout, I don't think I've ever had that. You know what I'm saying? Like, are these things that y'all love right now? Is that your favorite fish emoji? You say is it your favorite fish, Adorn? Like, but yeah, salmon has definitely been my go-to. It has me under its wing. And as of right now, in my modern day, like it is the only type of fish that like I can say that I consistently eat on at least a weekly basis in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Welcome to the stream, Lakeisha. We'll go ahead and get ready to bring our guests back up so we can get more into this conversation as we begin to round things out and into our halfway mark of this. So just once again, welcome to Food for Your Soul with Aquarian Soul, the only show currently on tag that focuses on discovering nostalgia through conversation about comfort food. I definitely appreciate y'all for being here to our first episode and coming and being part of the overall conversation. Here we go. We're coming bring it back up. Susie B. You know what I'm saying? Like with that catfish and that spaghetti. And then we go bring up Miss Adorn, like who likes shark? Like we need to find out a little bit more. Man, we like to see how this goes. Like, all right, so we're gonna move into this next portion. I thank you both ladies for coming again and sharing all that you have so far. Like, because for me, I don't know about the comment section, but I've gotten hungry over this conversation. Like, over here ready to go and try some. I need some chicken and dumplings and fried fish and spaghetti. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a certain time in Tennessee. But anyway, so yeah. All right. So comfort food. When we get back to this conversation, on understanding comfort food and understanding the place that it has in our lives, right? Do you feel like knowing that we have a generation now of people that don't like to cook, either don't want to cook or don't like to cook? Do you guys think that comfort food is something that even matters anymore, like to the wider population? Like,
I would say it matters to, the older generation, depending how you was raised. But now everything is so accessible. We have Uber, we have DoorDash, Grubhub. So being that all these things are accessible, it makes people more lazy and people don't want to cook. So their comfort turns into just sitting in their bed and being able to pick up their phone and just order.
Mm, I agree. But I also do think it's important now, like it's starting to become important again because like families are starting to like be a thing again. Everybody, our generation is kind of looking for that family element where they want to have that. And I also think they're changing the recipes. Like certain ones they're keeping, but we are also doing our own renditions of that and changing flavors and expanding our palettes in that way. So I kind of think it is coming to be an important thing more recently, like more now.
okay, understood, understood. So we know that you guys, so we understand what you guys grew up on and what you consider your comfort food, right? Have you ever heard anyone give you like or talk about a food that kind of like caught you off guard as being something that brought them comfort?
Yeah.
What might that be?
Chicken feet, chicken feet soup.
And the soup with it. Intriguing. We don't do no judging around here, but it's very interesting. I just want to see. I want to see if y'all have heard some things.
I know somebody that used to eat pineapples and mayonnaise in life at a certain point. That was very comforting to them. Or they would put green olives in their rotel. And I thought that very odd, very strange.
I'm gonna just let you know now. If you put olives in anything that's around me, I will throw it away. Like olives is, olives are like enemies. Like we don't rock at all. Like now, I
I
want I
just
want to
like the
make.
black one.
I don't like it. Just don't breathe near me when you eat
I
those.
love olives. I'm part Spanish, so I
Just
love
don't.
olives in my rice and gandules. I love
Right,
olives.
Adorn. I just like the black ones though. I'll
Yeah,
give
the
you all
black ones is lit.
my
Yeah,
I'll give you all my green ones, but
yeah. You can take the ones with the pits. I like the black.
oh yeah, with some pimento. No, thank you. Just give me the black one.
Salt on
Yeah.
watermelon. Okay, then we like. Oh, y'all
Oh,
are
I heard of
killing
that.
me with
Salt
this
on
olive.
watermelon.
Y'all are killing me with these olive thing right now. Like, so I just want to make sure I don't skip myself right. So I do definitely agree with both of y'all with Adorn as far as how you stated that it was more of something that the older generation cares more about. I think that there's a few generations that were missing, just really understanding and having that chance to be kids and having a chance to actually enjoy food to be able to create that nostalgia for them in the first place. But like Susie said, I do think that it is something that is starting to come back because I do see people caring more about family foundations again and just creating, those comfort points and being able to create those comfort points for their children so that they'll be able to have that take place. Ooh, okay. I once knew somebody that it wasn't necessarily the food that they ate, but it was what they like to put on it. And it was just like they would eat like bacon and eggs and they would put like ketchup on it. And it was just like that's just something I just can't. I'm just like, did you have potatoes on your plate at first and some of the ketchup accidentally touched your egg or actually touched your bacon and that's how you get that? Or did you just like wake up one day and was like, you know what, it tastes good? Let me just pour ketchup all over this. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that on a rare occasion that I'm gonna eat some ketchup in my breakfast. It got to be potatoes on the plate, but I will say that's how I got introduced to putting ketchup on my eggs. It's
Mhm.
from my potatoes. Like it's like, oh, try this together. Kind of like a one bite experience. So every now and again,
I'm
I'll put a little ketchup. If I ain't got no hot sauce especially, then I put a little ketchup on my eggs.
I'm a mayonnaise girl. I like putting mayonnaise on my like bacon, egg, and cheese.
So as,
I
as
don't like ketchup on it though.
No,
so
man.
like so I do it. I ain't gonna hold you. I will put mayonnaise on the bread when I'm cooking it, like in
Hmm.
order to get it a better toast. What you mean, like even after it's toast, you'll put some mayonnaise on? Are we talking?
Yeah.
So are we talking Hellman's?
Yes, the best. Hellman's.
Who no?
I
I'm
love
definitely
Hellman's.
a miracle whip shouty. Hello, give me that miracle whip. Yes, ma'am.
I love Hellman's.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Like,
buddy.
and so the
Oh
universal fight has started. Like, oh my
no.
goodness.
Oh
Okay.
no.
All
I
right.
can't
No.
get
So
jiggy with the Miracle Whip. It tastes like sweet and then
And
I
I
don't
can't
know.
get jiggy with the mayonnaise. It tastes like what it is, eggs and oil. I, I can't. Miracle Whip got that little,
oh
yo, give
my
me that
God.
flavor. I think
What
it's
is
Oh
because
my
even
it's
in the
God.
seasoning.
Miracle Whip?
I'm
Seasoning.
like,
It's a miracle they made it. I don't know what's in that.
it's a
It's
miracle going
seasonings in there.
crazy. Hey, hey, I don't know. Somehow, some way, we started one of them age old fights. It's like one of them
Actually,
fights when
adore
people
you
talk
still my
about.
girl, but we making sandwiches. Don't pass me the Miracle Whip.
Oh my goodness,
If we
right?
chilling, I would definitely eat a sandwich from you with the Miracle Whip just cause. But you got to put a little bit of Hellman's on there too.
You know what? And I would do that for you. Respectfully,
Okay.
if we was chilling, I would make your sandwich specifically with helmets and use a different knife.
And I'll eat the
Okay,
Miracle Whip.
just in case you wanted another one. You got your
See,
own
Period.
look,
knife.
look, so look
Yeah,
See,
at
he
we
talking about
compromise.
look at this that's
yeah,
taking place right now.
but
Like
I'm still gonna have my Miracle Whip.
Duke's
He talking
Mayo,
about
I've
Duke.
never heard of Duke's Mayo. I don't even know what that
Yeah,
is.
I
Like
don't know
I
what
can't
Duke's
even I
Mayo.
can't even speak on that.
Duke
Ugh,
is
Mario.
best.
Dukes.
Mm-mm.
But
I
okay,
bow out
anyway,
respectfully.
moving from that, like oh my god, like this is dope. So okay, so is there anything from like your childhood that you used to enjoy eating a lot? Let's say it may not necessarily be your particular comfort food, right? But let's say it's something that you used to enjoy eating that nowadays you can't really find the taste that you may be looking for the way that it used to be.
Potato salad.
Oh, shit, oh
That's
my god.
crazy. I was thinking that too. I was thinking about the potatoes.
Yeah, it's like so simple, but potato salad is not tasting the
But every
same.
holiday though, that's why I'm tired of it. Every holiday, potato salad, Thanksgiving, your birthday, like
That imposter salad,
Potato salad.
a cookout. There's potato salad there. Like,
that imposter salad. You know, but it's
So
just not tasting the same.
so if I merge my last question with this question, right? So how do y'all feel about raisins in your potato salad or celery
Mm-mm.
in your potato salad?
how do I get out of here? Where's the X button?
Mm-mm. No,
Raisins.
no,
I've never
no,
had it, but I've seen it. I have
no.
seen it and I don't
You
understand
sure
it.
it was raisins in there?
Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I can't do raisins. I
He's a-
definitely can't do the celery. And realistically, I don't like the mayonnaise. Give me Miracle Whip.
Give you a miracle.
That's a
Put,
fact. I need that's a
put
fact,
Miracle
bro.
Whip
Like I
in my
need to know
potato.
before I eat your potato salad, what did you make this with? That is a very important question for my own personal nostalgia.
Yeah,
Like
everybody makes it different. That's crazy.
They
Everybody makes it
do.
different.
And I think that's
they
why the
do.
quality of it's not the same because everybody's just at this point doing any and everything. Like I feel like potato salad, one of them recipes that gotta be straight. You can't really change it to your profile if you're trying to serve it to the masses because we're not eating that.
Right.
People
We're
will.
not eating
People will find all kind of ways to try to cut corners when it comes to potato salad.
that.
Like
I
Hmm.
had a potato salad that was between a potato salad and mashed potatoes. I'm like, which is it? Is this potato salad or just mashed potatoes? Like, why is my potato salad warm? And why does my potato salad have olives in it? It had olives in it. But it was potato salad to them.
Ooh, oh
that just
man.
hurt.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Part. That
Yeah.
People
just
just
hurt
out
my
here
heart.
doing anything.
That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Like oh my god.
Yeah, different culture, Brookie.
Is there anything? Let's say let's take that and let's change it a little bit. Is there anything that you've had in your childhood that let's say that you go somewhere else and it maybe tastes better than what you're used to? And so now you're trying to figure out yourself like, hold on, how did you make this?
Hold on, let me see.
I'll start since I stumped both of y'all with that one. I'll start. So mine's is red beans and rice, right? So here I'm from Ohio. So in Ohio, like I'd never heard of roux before. I had never heard of roux ever, like right. So our red beans and rice is more like bright red because it's more tomato based, right? So the first time I went to New Orleans and they gave me this dark red beans and rice, I was like, what is this? Like, hold on. I ate give me some more. Like that was so amazing. It changed my whole life. I realized I never had red beans and rice before. Like and it crushed my whole childhood nostalgia in place for something better.
Mm.
That's a tough question. I'm gonna say mango.
What's that?
It's a breakfast. It's salami, eggs, plantain. You can make it at home, but I've made it at home and it wasn't the same as when I actually went to the restaurant and had it.
Oh, okay. Is there anything in particular that you found that maybe you were missing that the restaurant does?
Probably the type of seasoning they use. I think maybe that's what I was missing. But I had all the ingredients though, except probably the seasonings that they use.
Susie, you got something for me, or we I got you stumped?
Man, this is really hard, but I really have to like go in my bag and think about it because, like I said, I'm biased, so I be thinking my food tastes better than everybody or what I know, tastes better than everything else. But it was this place where I was staying in Ohio, like this little soul food spot, and I know them as hot water cornbread, but I guess they call them hoe cake,
Okay.
and they used to honestly, it made me question like, hold on. Like I would go to the restaurant and base what I was gonna eat off of if they had the hot water cornbread in. Cause I knew I was gonna want some of it in my food. You see what I'm saying? So like if they ain't even had the cornbread, I wasn't eating there. So I feel like that was and that caught me off guard because you can't talk to me about no cornbread, you can't talk to me about no fried chicken where I'm from. But they had it in the bag. I was like, okay, y'all can have my little money on a Friday when it's time to spoil myself with some food. Yeah, so that caught me. That was mine.
Yeah, don't play about no cornbread here in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like you heard her, you heard what she said. Next time somebody want to ask me what they got in Ohio, hot
Let's
cornbread. Yeah,
well, let's
yeah.
go. We didn't give y'all
That
that
came
much
from
credit.
Susie B herself. You
No,
feel me?
we didn't give y'all that much credit. Okay, just that
Do
one
y'all
little
like the
spot in the hood.
cornbread that has the actual corn in it?
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah, I tried that one time. It was pretty good. Cause I don't usually have like cornbread with actual corn in it.
I've never had
You never
Occasionally.
cornbread
had
with
it?
corn in it. Nah.
When I had it, they had shaped it into like it looked like a little corn log. It
Hmm.
looked like, so that's how I had it, and it was good that way because it was
Oh,
baked in cast iron, so it kind of got crispy. So it had a kind of
Mm.
popcorn taste to it, so to speak. So it was good to me, but I do like it that way. That's a good question, dude.
interesting. Interesting. Okay. I like this. I like this. I think I think there's one thing that I always think about because you brought up corn and stuff like that, right? I always think about this time that I had fried corn on the cob. I had never heard of it, thought about it, or even understood that someone it could existed, right? I went down to New Orleans and my friend who was showing me around and everything, she took me to like we were on our way to Texas and we stopped at this like it was kind of like a backyard kind of gas station, right? Like I'm saying they had this their theme was this gator that wasn't actually there. I guess it used to be there, but it wasn't there no more. But they never took the signs down and stuff like that. So went in there. She had fried pork rinds, and I had fried corn on the cob. And when I got it, it looked like a piece of chicken. Like right, it was so
Mm.
perfectly cooked like a piece of chicken. When you bite into it, it's just corn on the cob on the inside. Like it was different. I'll never forget. Like I don't even be wanting corn on the cob no more because I want that now. Like really black behavior.
I'm just now hearing about this. I didn't even know they fried corn.
Yo, like it
Mm-hmm.
changed. It was different big backs all summer. I
Yes.
hear you. Like yo,
Okay.
it was excellent. So okay, so I want to ask y'all both this then. We've talked about past. We talked about the present. And Susie kind of alluded to this and some things she said earlier too. Like, so what is something that you feel that you will leave behind that may be comfort food for your next generation? We know what you grew up on. We know what you over here eating now. What we leaving? Like what we doing?
I'm gonna leave that Hellman's behind because I
Oh
feel
my
like
god.
my
Oh my god, no. Please no.
Not for the future, please.
we
Leave
need
it
to
the
bring
hell
Hellman's to the future.
no.
Nah,
Mm.
I'm gonna definitely bring the chicken and dumplings.
Oh, so you're gonna bring it
Yeah,
and
I'm
you're
gonna
not
bring
gonna
it.
eat it.
That's something that needs to be passed down from generation to generation to generation. That's how I feel.
Okay. So you have that exact recipe that you grew up on.
I mean, the only recipe that I really took from it was actually using fresh chicken.
Okay.
So it's your preference because everybody has their preference when they're cooking. They may not exactly do it that way. They'll add their twist to it, but definitely using fresh chicken pieces, not the
Okay.
cutlets, not the ones in the bag, but the fresh chicken piece.
So is there anything from your current state, anything that you've added to it that you feel like is gonna make give it a little more pizzazz for your next generation?
Some slap your mama.
Is that see? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm over here like, why are we slapping mamas? I don't want to be a
Yeah,
part of
because
this.
they
Yeah,
didn't have slap your
Dang.
mama in my mom's
it's
generation.
definitely
So
season.
the slap your mama is it right now. So the slap your mama for now.
Let's go. All right, I hear you. All
Yes,
right, we
that's the
slapping
OG
mamas.
season.
I love that. Thank you for your response. How about you?
This is really, really hard. It's a hard question for me because I just got so many recipes. Like, oh, cook this, cook this. Um, probably I don't know, but probably honestly a no bake cheesecake.
Mm,
I think
Oh.
that's like one of the most ingenious things my mom used to make. Literally 20 minutes with it together. She would put it in the freezer, the refrigerator, it was set overnight. She decorated the next day, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, it was the best cheesecake!" Like it was just crazy. She would have to make them two, three, four at a time because she was like, "I want my own cheesecake." So that's probably one of them things I would take into the future or teach my generations whenever they come along or whatever. It's like boy or girl, you can always make a good impression with a good dessert, and you can never go wrong with a no bake cheesecake. It's only three ingredients, like you can't go wrong with that. So
So, all right. So, with that being said, do you feel like that there's anything that you would do to kind of like puff it up and make it a little bit more eccentric for your next generation, or do you plan on just leaving it exactly as it is?
no, honestly, my version that I would like my little secret, and I'm putting y'all on. There is this small business called Whipsies, WHIPZI, and they do flavored powdered sugar. So when you do a no bake cheesecake, you call for like 2 cups of granulated sugar. So instead of using granulated, just that add you in 2 cups of flavored powdered sugar. And now you have the base for whatever topping. So you want to do a strawberry cheesecake. Now your base is flavored strawberry, blueberry. Your base is blueberry, etc. So instead of just using basic sugar,
Okay.
yeah, add your little razzle dazzle in there.
Yeah, I
Make it
just pulled that
fancy.
website up now. Like,
Boom, there
hold
you
on,
go.
what? Like, I ain't even know.
It's really inexpensive. They sugar like $3 to $5 a
Yeah,
bag, but it's
it's good.
flavored. You can do multi things with it, not just the cheesecake. But that would be my little razzle dazzle secret. Flavor you some sugar. Go
That
ahead, go
just
on back to
sounds
bed.
good. A strawberry no bake cheesecake just sounds like eccentric as all hell. Like, it sounds
Hmm.
so good.
Yeah, now you got. They gonna be like, "Girl, what you do this recipe?" $500, and that's it. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, snap. Hold on. We have an intermission here, so we'll go ahead and allow that for this episode. Go, since this is the first one, you said we're gonna get a little intermission. Go ahead. You got someone that wants to speak real quick.
Get your McDirt Wi-Fi together. Embarrassing.
So let's try this. Let's try this. Just go ahead and request and try it again. We got a brief intermission. You know what I'm saying? Like, before we get ready to run into our ending and ask our last question. You know what I'm saying? So okay. All right. So we'll go into the last question. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, so then the last thing that I want to ask you guys. We've talked about past, present, and the possibility of the future, and we've also kind of dived into a little conversation about just in general, what comfort food means, what comfort is, and what it looks like, kind of like in our modern day. Um, do you ladies feel like that comfort food is something that everyone needs to indulge in? That everybody needs to have some sort of point of reference? What should I say? Like when we talk about, the level of comfort that they exist in their lives, right?
I'm gonna say yes. I agree. Everybody should have some form of comfort food or be able to experience that only because it does take you to that sense of nostalgia. Even and it doesn't necessarily have to be nostalgia from your childhood. Like it could be at any point where you felt a sense of peace or you felt true joy, like a memory that triggers a true happiness within you. Like I feel like everybody should have that should be tucked away in your happy space. That nostalgia when you're feeling depressed, or that should just be something that you have on the regular. Not saying you can overindulge in it, but it should be something that you're familiar with and that you can check in or tap into when you need to. So I agree with that perspective. And if you don't, try to find that, or maybe do that shadow work within yourself to research. Like, dang, what was something I ate that really just made me happy? Like, I would go for this again, or I did go for this again. I found myself going like 3 times that week because sometimes that do be happening. Don't act like it's just me, big back. Okay, unite in the truth. Sometimes, but realistically, like, yeah, I think everybody should have a comfort food they can fall back on for that.
I'm gonna agree. I feel like 100% of crimes wouldn't happen in the world if people just wasn't so hangry. I feel like they need comfort in their food. Most people aren't eating, you know. Most people are just ordering and they're not getting the full comfort that they deserve. All these men outside on the corner, they hungry. That's why they out here robbing people, taking their jewelry, their wallets because they need some comfort in their life. So I definitely agree that comfort is definitely should be happening right now. And I definitely will make sure that my future kids to come and my family is comforted in that way.
It's crazy because you just made me think like when Susie said what she said, it just made me immediately think about something that like because you said people need to do shadow work and figure out what it is that brings you comfort. Like what used to bring me some comfort like when I was like young boy. The little ices, bro, like the 25-cent ices from the little lady down the street. If y'all never
Uh,
had one of them, like she had the ice and it
Yeah.
had the little coloring in it, like right. You know what I'm saying? Like it would only cost like 25 cents. You just walk up to her house like them joints used to be lit. Like, oh my God, like that literally just came back to me
We definitely call them
like
freeze
the
cups,
candy.
but I know what you're talking about.
Hey,
Yeah, the can
Kool-Aid in a styrofoam cup, yes. With the ice, yes. Yes,
freeze
yes,
tub. That's what I'm
yes.
saying. We call them damn
Them
freeze
joints
tubs.
was lit. I know that's all it was, but to a kid, bruh, it was the best thing in the whole world. Like, bruh, like you just been there just
It
eating that
was.
thing, like it was everything. Like, yo, that just reminded me of that. So, but nah, I definitely absolutely appreciate you ladies for joining me. Like once again, everybody, this is Food for Your Soul with Aquarian Soul. Like this is the only show on tag currently that's focusing on discovering nostalgia through conversation about comfort food. And you see that we had such an amazing conversation tonight. It went in multiple different directions that I wasn't even necessarily expecting it to. But all I know at the end of the day, I'm hungry. So, ladies, would y'all please let us know once again who y'all are? Go ahead and start anyone.
Well, it's your girl Suzie B, aka Big Bag Carly. You can find me over on Instagram. It's attached in my bio. If you like to be on some shows, hit me up. If you want some merch, hit me up. And yeah, always eat your original lays with what? Louisiana hot sauce, baby. Okay, because it's the original.
Period.
Ladies.
I'm Adorn. You can find me wherever you see a Hellman's. I'll be right there. But I'll be streaming Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 6 to 10. Or you could catch me Monday, Wednesdays, and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. if you're more of an early bird catches the worm. But thank you so much for having me. I had a great time. I look forward to more future shows to come. You did a great job. I love the show. And thank you, everybody, for your support.
So, oh, you be waiting on me. Okay, I got you. I got you. She be like, nah, I'm not getting out the box until you put me out. All right. All right. So this is the last portion of the show. So this portion of the show, I'm testing this out. I just want to kind of like talk to the crowd for a bit. Like everybody that's in here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what anybody that wants to share anything different about what we've already spoken about? Like, okay, just end it. Okay, my bad. Like my timing is bad. We'll get better over time. Lord have mercy. I know. I'm new. I know. I get it. 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 I did better than last time though. So did better than last time. You see? You see? I did. I did. I did a little better than last time. I'm just saying, like, thank you. Yes, let's go. The show is over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we'll get better. I just need to fill in more time. That's all it is.